the body, mind, senses, motor organs, intellect, ego. Real self is actionless.
Yes, and it is a big question for me.
What is the big question?
How to stay actionless?
I is sitting in the body, mind, intellect. You can never be actionless. I is sitting in the real self and let the body, mind, intellect continue to work because they cannot stop working. Why? Because there is a change. And when there is a change, there is an action. So the intellect, or first let us take the ego has a motivation for action, intellect chooses or mind chooses, and then the body with the senses and the motor organs performs that change. And can it happen without consciousness? No. So consciousness is actionless. It is always. So I am sitting in the consciousness. I, capital I. Capital I is sitting in the consciousness, but why does not sit? Because of my attachment and identification with the what is changing. And that identification causes all the problems. Why? Because I don't want the body should change, body should grow old, body should remain young, body should remain full of energy. Not possible. So two things are very important. If I am the body, let me understand the body continues to change. And one day it is aging process, one day it will leave. So if I am the body, I should also accept the truth of the body. So I am free from the fear. Krishna, our Krishna, great master, says, okay, you say that you are the body, you don't know the real self, you cannot find the real self. Okay. Krishna says, okay. So you are the body, yes, I am the body. Now understand the very nature of the body, it is consistently changing. You don't have a control, it's a universal truth. Why don't you accept the universal truth? Because I don't accept it, why? I am attached. I identify with it. So then what happens? There is a fear, there is an anxiety, there is a duality, there is a conflict. Mind changes. Let me accept it. Do I have total control over the mind? Unwanted, unwelcome thoughts continues to storm my mind. Yes. So can if I accept that I'm the mind, why? I have a pain. Pain is experienced in the mind. All experiences takes place in the mind. There is no experience. But all experiences takes place in the mind. If all my experiences are real, it means I am the mind. One experience that I am the body, that is also an experience by the mind.
Yeah.
So it means if I accept all my experiences are real, accept it. So even if you accept the universal truth of the body and the mind, you have no problem, you have no suffering. Where is this? I have accepted the truth, but I don't want to accept it. that is ignorance, that is delusion, that is identification, that is attachment, and ultimately we continue to suffer because of ignorance, not because of the body, not because of the mind. One aspect, two things. I know the world, I experience the world outside, I experience the body outside. I. This I is who knows the world. So there are two things, the world outside, and there is a I who knows the world. What is clarity about? Do I know the world clearly? Do I know who am I? Who knows the world? I don't know both. I don't know the true nature of the world. I don't know the true nature of the I. Where is the problem? I know the world, but I see the world, I experience the world, but I don't experience this I. I don't see. It is unseen. So we have to follow the Eastern wisdom to see, to experience what is unseen, what is unknown yet to me. I only know the experiences taking place in the mind about the body, mind, intellect, senses, motor organs, the world outside, the wealth and the bank account, etc., etc. But in all of them, there is no I. So we have to follow Eastern wisdom and its principles. So does the master says that you simply have a blind belief? No. Master says you start with a learning a principle to believe it. Then you move to the second step, belief pending inquiry. You have to inquire. And that inquiry has three steps: listening and learning, contemplation and reflection, practice and experience. See how easy it is to see the principles. So no master says that, no, I say you there is a real self, so believe it. Yes, you start with the belief pending inquiry. So when the belief pending and you continue to inquiry with that belief, it becomes a faith. How simple is the faith? When you follow this sequence, how simple is the faith? Yes, we said let us practice meditation and you experience the calmness that is independent of anything outside. So the faith, this is the direct experience. It gives you the faith. Oh, calmness, I feel calm, I feel relaxed, and I cannot find any reason outside. It is independent. So by repeat practice, by repeat contemplation and reflection, you continue to have a direct experience. When you repeat the direct experience, every time you repeat the direct experience, one layer of ignorance is gone. Second time, second layer of ignorance is gone. You may not know. How long you have to do the practice? Until mind declares peace is my essential nature. What is this? So you move from the belief to faith, and the faith to trust. Trust means what? You discovered. That is what awakening is. At present, you say, I am a man, 45 or 50 years old, doing a business, all identification with the body. So it is a false faith and trust you have built. You have to replace this by understanding, by knowledge. So that understanding is awareness. That understanding is knowledge. You have a blind trust. Nobody taught you that you are the body. I simply believed it. It's a false. I have to inquire. So when now you break this blind belief and you replace it with that I am the pure consciousness, you are done. Yes, I will address a minute and then we will do the practice. What is that? You told me that, I intellectually understand. Can you define intellectually understand and cannot experience?
It means that I see the logic from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, intellect gives you the logic. So when your intellect gives you the logic how to drive the car, there is a cause and effect. Can you drive the car? Yes. So when you have an intellectual understanding of what is the real self, why don't you drive your mind? Where is the problem? Why you say it is only an intellectual understanding?
Problem is to split mind and myself. Because now it's the situation that when I'm thinking that I'm car.
So I am the car. So apply the cause and effect relationship.
Yeah.
When I say I am the body or it is my body, which one is true?
It's my body.
It is my body. Let us take it is my body. Is anything I possess is me or different than me?
Yes, of course. If I possess it, it means that it is not me.
So can I live into that awareness in spite of having an experiences in the body? So you turn your dry intellectual understanding into an awareness, and that very awareness is nothing but the experience. So we should not stuck our mind that it is only a dry understanding. You have to inquire. Belief pending inquiry. How many times? Million times. Because this is the real. I have found the cause and effect. I have put the reason. What is dry intellectual understanding? That hot plate is very cold. Hot plate is very. Come on. Do you know hot? Yes. Do you know plate? Yes. Did you try? No. So then hot plate is cold. I have to live into that. Intellectual understanding is one layer of living, that is contemplation and reflection. And next level is direct experience. In science, it is possible. You understand the philosophy in a class and then you go for a protocol to experiment to prove it. There is a philosophy and then there is a practical. Here the philosophy and practical go together. Are you listening? Yes. How do you listen? By the ears. Go back. If the mind is not supporting the ear, can you listen? No. So it means it is the mind that is listening, ears are only an instrument. So I'm just aware. That is your experience. But if the mind does not have a consciousness, can the mind really listen and understand? Answer is no. So you see, the philosophy and practical go together. It is not understanding is one part and then experiencing is other part. That is the beauty of the Eastern wisdom. And that is the drawback of the modern science to find the objective reality. Gravitational force. What is the unit of that gravitational force? How to create a plane that bypasses that force? So we understand, we calculate through the logic, and then we convert it into a practice. We create that plane, or we create a satellite, we create, and how much force the engine should have, and that engine of the rocket to put it into the space. So what is the distance? All these calculations work in the science. Not, it is here and now where how you listen. Am I listening from the skin? No, I am listening from the ear. But behind the ear, mind should be there. Behind the mind, consciousness should be there. Now I am aware. Another issue comes, when we try our mind, try to find something tangible with a name in the form, like the body, then we live in ignorance and we say, no, it's a dry intellectual understanding. No, because who sees the world cannot see itself through the mind and senses. So I have to follow a different approach. I know the world, but I don't see I. I don't see I. Can I really see the I through the senses? No. Can I see the mind? No. So it means what masters are saying I have to follow. Follow means belief. Then start belief pending inquiry is the faith. 3 steps. After that you build a trust. You enter. Explain. So our masters explain everything logically. Look at it, just close your eyes, see? Eyes are closed. What I say, the first 3 steps: place, position, posture, being comfortable and being carefree. In that state, you experience sensation, relaxation, and stillness. In that stillness, you see that all the experiences are separate from you. Directly, I can say you. So now let us believe pending inquiry. So eyes are closed, yes. Why we close our eyes? Give a reason. Because I cannot see that higher consciousness through the sense organs. So it is symbolically. I closed my eyes, it means I shut up all the senses except the ears who are listening the instructions going to the mind and follow. To explain one meditation, it will take 500 pages. So we pick up the main thing. So be aware of the place of the body, be aware of the position of the body, be aware of the posture of the body. So when I say be aware, you experience. You experience means there is some sensation in the body. by which you are aware of the body, place of the body, you are aware of the position of the body, you are aware of the posture, because of the experience. Aware of his experience. Now, if your mind, default mind, impulsive mind says it is dry understanding, then there is no chance. I'm experiencing. Now, when I say change the direction of the mind, I ask you why. Because it lives in, I have to move the mind to the higher awareness. So, what is the way we explain? We say, look inside, change the direction. Many words, change the direction or look inside. Now I have understood. Oh, change the direction or look inside. Okay. While looking inside or changing the direction, you are not struggling. You are simply aware. And that aware is your experience, your understanding. When you say when you are aware of what? Just see. Aware of what? Aware of what the mind is looking inside. For example, looking inside the head, or you change the direction, both are same. You see the experience? Because mind was looking to the world, now mind is looking at you. Mind is, this is your experience. It is not a dry intellectual understanding. Mind is looking at you. So what I say directed looking. What is directed looking? I simply say move the mind on the skin of the body from the top to the toes. Is it not awareness? Is it not your experience? Is it not your experience? So we are, what we are doing? We are moving into a direct experience, belief, pending, inquiry. We are still inquiring. Every step is an inquiry. Every step is an inquiry, my friend. So what happens that when you move the mind on the skin of the body, you experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now see, there is a body, there is a change of direction. You see the sequence. And then there is an experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Now find out the shape. I am just making you very clear. Shape, size of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. What? There is no shape and size of the sensation, comfort, and steadiness. What you are saying? Understand it. So when you understand, why to worry? Why you say it is intellectual? Do you want a shape of the sensation? Do you want a shape of the comfort? Do you want a shape of the steadiness? So your experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness is a rise in awareness. It is a higher consciousness. Just say that. Why higher consciousness? You left the shape of the body. You are simply experiencing the sensation throughout, comfort throughout, steadiness throughout. Belief in individual. Where is the problem? I know it will definitely change. You have all the information, but I'm just putting in a different way to help your mind to get rid of those breaks. So now you see you have both the steps should continue. What step? Check. Place, position and posture. Check sensation, comfort and steadiness. So experiential level means we are consciously experiencing, either I can say, or become aware of the experiences. Again, I'm using the word experiences, either of thought or feeling or emotions or any images that appear in the mind. So when I am experiencing, that experiencing means observing. It is experiential, it is not dry intellectual. Understanding, experiencing means observing. Observing what? You observe whatever enters into the mind. That is your experience, whether you observe the thought or a feeling. You observe the thought or feeling or both or emotions or any images, etc. So now you experience. What do you experience? Mind has the capacity to be an observer and observed. Where is the problem, my friend? It has the capacity for both. Both what? Knower and the known, or observer and the observed. Is it theory, is it philosophy, or you are just experiencing? That is why you say I'm stressed. You have observed a thought. Now I'm happy. You have already observed. You said I am fine. You have already observed the thought. So I have a capacity for both. One part of the mind is the knower, another part is the known. So what we are saying, simple, observe thought, feeling. Now we check and observe thought, feeling, notice the mind capacity to be both observer and observed. That is your rise in awareness. Don't you experience that? Yes, we all experience all the time. But mind says, I want something. Come on, forget about something. You experience what you are aware of now. So when the mind says, I want something more, then we become a dry intellectual. Are you aware that there are thoughts, feeling, emotions enters into the mind, sensation, You become aware. Yes, when you become aware, it means there is someone who becomes aware. You observe. Yes, I observe. So it means there is someone who is an observer. Both are there. Well, I told you some time back, it's not a rocket science. Common sense. So this is a common sense. Common sense means I experience what I understand. So what is the secret behind being carefree? What is the secret behind carefree? That there are two, not one. And what are the two? One is observed and other is the observer. I have already separated. I separated in understanding, not with the shape and the size. That is known as the present moment. So when I don't experience the two, common sense is hijacked by the default mind, impulsive mind. Why? Because of the identification with the body. So it means I go back to the same stuff. But then what should I do? I should return. No, let me understand. That is why it is known as the repeat practice and repeat experience. Not with the old belief that it is only an intellectual understanding. If you continue with the previous blind belief, then nothing is going to be achieved. So I'm not going to spend the time. I explained you last time philosophy and darshan, perception. Perception means awareness, perception means seeing, seeing means experience. Stay with the knower and the known. I'm using another terminology for you to experience a state with the observer and the observed means you stay with the two. Any experience taking place in the mind, any experience, whether thought, feeling, sensation, pain, pleasure, fear, anxiety is observed. And that being observed makes me aware, and that very awareness is the observer. Where is the problem? So I heard you that is also an experience, yes, and that experience is different from experiencer. That experience is separate and different from the experiencer. I know the default mind mess up the two, and it says I'm feeling bored. But then I am feeling bored is a thought, is your experience. So if you say I feel bored, means I is there. Bored is there. Feeling is there. So I is separate from the thought, feeling, idea of a boredom. So in a way, you are doing nothing. You just, you are watching the thoughts, and that is why I say you are watching the traffic on the highway, recognizing highway does not change, but the traffic continues to change. So it means one thing unchanging. The rest of all keep changing. Can I not can I not apply common sense and experience that? Experience the simple thing? Or I would say experience the simple thing or be aware of the simple thing or perceive the simple thing. Both, all the three means experience. It is not practice, it is not theoretical. Perceive the simple. What is that simple? I'm separate and different from. Extended stay of observer and observed. I'm using the word so that you can easily understand. Extended stay of knowing the two as two different entity. What happens? Purifies the mind. I'm using so that it purifies the mind. It means what, how to do it. How to do it by many ways. Hundreds of ways are there. First way, so you can apply any of these ways during your living daily life. What is the first way? Check the flow of the breath. Check means watch. Watch the breath means watch the movement of breath. Breath movement means breath is going in and out. Are you watching? Is it not your experience? There is nothing intellectual. Is it not your experience? Yes. So how you feel the sensation of the breath in and out. You do not change because we have to do nothing. Do not change the breath because we have to do nothing, my friend. Simple watching, or you can say observing, or knowing, it is the same thing, or being aware. Being aware of what? Observer and observed. I just did talk of the principles and then we entered into the practice. Sometime we need to do. So, observer and observed. What is observed? Breath in and out. Yes, along with the thoughts also. No issue. Along with the thoughts, along with place, position, and posture, along with sensation, comfort, and steadiness, along with other feelings, no problem. And the observer. Observer is always one, not two. Same observer watches the breath going in. The same observer watching what? Watching or observing the breath in and out. Same observer is aware of the feeling, aware of the feeling or a thought that enters the mind. Observer is one, observed are many. Observed are many. So when the default mind mess up with the two, then we claim observed is me. So to prevent that, watch the breath in and out clearly. Watch and, or I would say, feel the track of the moving breath in and out, and drop Om Shanti on each breath, going in and out. So this is your first way. You see, the entire scenario is to sharpen that there is an observer and there is an observed. Because we are repeating Om Shanti, we are repeating Om Shanti again and again. Breath is also same again and again. Same means going in and out. Again and again. By repeat practice, the default mind changes to the discerning intellect. That not only purifies the mind, but keeps our awareness high. So this is one way we can keep track and we can evolve, we can live and experience. That is one way. You want the second way, whatever you like. You like triangle, it is okay. You like square, that is okay. So we say you just imagine the square in front of you or inside head. As you said last time, I am aware from the head inside, no issue. Head inside is a good point. Why? Because our ignorance is there. No issue at all. Just follow casually. So we have a vision. If I say we have a vision, we have an experience of what a square is. I believe it is clear. So you drop Om Shanti looking on each side one after the other. So the square is static, it is motionless, unlike the breath. This also helps the mind to break the default impulsive nature, and it does not. So just see that four sides and continue dropping Om Shanti on the static side of the square. Why we want to raise our awareness. I'm again saying simple and common sense. first way, second way, third way, in a sequence. They go from lower to the higher. You are becoming your own teacher. I'm going at a very subtler level. So, yes, I would say yes. Why I say yes? Mind may pick up other experiences of the thoughts and the feeling. It is okay. It is okay. But at the same time, you can be aware of the square sides and Om Shanti. So it is your experience, it has nothing to do with the dry intellectual activity. And now the third way, I can continue, but let us pick up only the three ways. Now the third, can you become aware of your forehead? Yes, I can become aware. Is it intellectual or experiential? Can I become aware of forehead? Obviously, if I say yes, I'm experiencing because awareness knows it. What I'm talking about. Can you look inside the forehead? Again, practical. Can be aware. Can you be aware of the emptiness and the darkness inside the forehead? I'm questioning and you are answering by your experience. Then can you pick a point in the space inside your forehead? Yes, you have already picked. Then drop Om Shanti and finished. Refresh, restart. I'm asking question for you to enter into an experience. Can you become aware of the forehead? Yes, you answer yes non-verbally and you are already aware. That is your answer. Can you look inside? Can you look inside the forehead? Your answer is your experience. Your answer is your experience. Can you become aware of emptiness? Can you pick a point in the space? Your answer is your experience. Where the moment you pick up the point in the space and you drop Om Shanti. You simply drop non-verbally Om Shanti, finished. Restart. One movement is totally finished of you, one different layers of your experience. What's going to happen? The mind will get absorbed. Yes, the chances are also, but yes, it is possible for you. Chances are many. Mind may become lazy, sleepy, or distracted, or remain focused. So, by consistent practice, we return to a stable practice. So, if the mind cannot spend too much of time on the third method, you can move to the first, stay there, and you feel everything is going fine, then you can move to the second. First method was dropping Om Shanti on the breath, moving breath, and dropping Om Shanti. Second way is dropping on the static square. And third way, you are discovering the space, and in that space, pick up a point and you drop Om Shanti. Where is there a problem? Is there an experience? It is an experience or intellectual? It is your experience. You see, if the mind continues to get absorbed, you are progressing. What is the meaning of the absorption? Absorption meaning that you are experiencing. So today, my friend, I tried to resolve your issue of intellectual versus experiential journey. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.